everyone. I'm Heather Vitale. Welcome to a new season of PA Harness Week, racing's fastest paced half hour, covering the sport of harness racing in the great state of Pennsylvania. And we have an exciting addition to this show. I have a new co-host. It's Jess Otten. And we want to know more about you, Jess, because all I kind of know is that you grew up in harness racing, right?
Thanks, Heather. I'm so excited to join you this season on PA Harness Week. Yes, like most in the harness racing world, I was born and raised in the business. I'm a third-generation horseman. I am a Midwest girl at heart, but I've been on the East Coast for about 2 years now.
Oh my goodness, so exciting to have you, and welcome to the family.
Thank you.
Let's get to our show opener, and these are the headlines for today's show. 3 big races will highlight week 1. The $100,000 Commodore Berry for open pacers, the $100,000 Betsy Ross for open pacing mares, and the $100,000 Maxi Lee for open trotters. Oh, and you'll hear from all the winners as well. Plus, we have Sire Stakes excitement from Harris, Philadelphia in your future. We also take a trip west to the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono for more Sire Stakes action from the trotters. And speaking of trotters, the top open trotter, Crystal Fashion, was in action. We also catch up with driver Montrell Teague, who will discuss his world champion pacer, Wiggle It Jiggle It, who just retired from racing. These stories and much more coming your way on PA Harness Week. We are going to kick off the season with a big one from Harris, Philadelphia. It's race 11 from Sunday, May 30th. It's the Commodore Berry, a $100,000 race for open pacers. So in here we've got number 5 in Nicholas Beach and number 7 American History have both paced in 1:47 and 2 this year, making them co-holders of the fastest mile of the season. Also watch out for number 8, This Is the Plan, who is a winner of over $2 million. Let's send it up to announcer Mike Bozich for the call.
It's a good tempo. This is the Plan in front by a length. Nicholas Beach right there second. American History strong on a helmet third. Western Joe is 2 lengths gapped fourth. Points North is fifth in front of us the first time. Then it's Leonidas followed by Black Hole. And Save Me advances 10 lengths off the lead. They make their way towards the half. Front end Respect. Forward 2-time millionaire. This is the Plan up a length. Nicholas Beach is right there second. American History continues to draft patiently in third. Halftime 54-27 and 4 second quarter up the back stretch they go. Western Joe is fourth, and on the inside fifth is Points North up the back stretch. Outside Leonidas is sixth, flushes Western Joe from fourth, who flushed American History out of third, so the flow's underway with 3/8 to go. This is the Plan with a target on his back. Here comes American History driving up on the outside. Nicholas Beach is third by a length. Western Joe is gapped off cover fourth. Outside Leonidas is fifth, 3/4 1:21 and 1. Outside American History now takes the lead. This is the Plan is second. Nicholas Beach angles to the outside. There was shirt clearance third. Length and a half back to Western Joe fourth. They straighten away for the stretch drive. American History is upset-minded. This is the Plan. Game and Gutsy along the inside fights back. Nicholas Beach is out wide. Western Joe up the inside. 3 to a battle. Inside, This is the Plan. Outside, Nicholas Beach down to the finish.
This is the Plan left from post 8 to set the tempo up front. That gave Nicholas Beach a perfect pocket trip. Nicholas Beach was able to fan 3 wide off cover coming around the last turn in the Commodore Berry, giving the brother-sister team of Jen and Joe Bongiorno the win in 1:48 and 4. This is the Plan was second, and Western Joe finished third.
And you know, one of the stories about this winning horse is that driver Joe Bongiorno had been involved in a racing accident the very night before at the Meadowlands, and although you could tell in the winner's circle he was a little bit sore, it still did not keep him from flashing those pearly whites. Now, I got to catch up with Joe and also his winning trainer's sister, Jen Bongiorno. It's a dangerous sport. I see you limping, but that smile does not fade. And this was a big thing to smile about. Tell me about the race.
Oh, you know what? I mean, this is one of the barn favorites, and he's just been a really special horse to us. I mean, the horse has overcome a lot in his life, and you know, to be out here and to show everybody, you know, the real horse that he is, week in and week out, is it's special to us, you know, because we knew we did the right thing with him.
Beyond happy. I mean, it's honestly, it's a dream with this horse because he's just been such a project, and it's been a long road. And honestly, after last night, I was like, this is the worst weekend ever, and then for this to happen, it's just such a bounce back, and it really shows the highs and lows of harness racing, honestly.
Thanks so much, Joe and Jen, and congratulations again. And now we are going to get into more big action from that amazing day, Sunday, May 30th. This one's race 12, and it's the Betsy Ross for open pacing mares. Now, in here, you're going to want to keep your eyes on two Australian ladies. Number 2, Soho Burning Love. She's the favorite coming off of 3 wins. And we also have number 5, Keep Rockin', who's been a major threat in her last trio of starts.
The lead belongs to Racine Bell. Here's a brushing Soho Burning Love looking for her 4th straight. Driving up now, Rocknificent is 3rd. They've reached the quarter in 26 and 3. They make their way towards us for the first time. And up on the outside, Soho Burning Love is taking it away from Racine Bell. Back to 3rd, Rocknificent. In line 4th, JK First Lady. A lap remains in the Betsy Ross. Inside 5th, Treacherous Lady. Length and a half back to Mock and open line, followed by Keep Rockin'. She angles to the outside in search of a cover flow. And Snobby Town trails the field. Cover flow starts to develop now behind leaders Soho Burning Love. Half time's upon us. 53 and 4 at 27 and 1 second quarter. Up the back stretch to go. Soho Burning Love by a length. Racine Bell is 2nd. Up on the outside, JK First Lady is making solid first over gains now with Mock and open toe behind her 4th. A length and a half, improving lengths from the front with less than 3/8 to go. Rocknificent is shuffled into the inside 5th towards that 3/4 mile station. On the outside, moving up 3rd over into the flow comes Keep Rockin'. Treacherous Rain to the inside. Snobby Town with excess cover. 4 in, 4 out. Final quarter of play underway in the Ross. 3/4, 121 and 4. Inside, Soho Burning Love narrowly. JK First Lady's grinding. Racine Bell's looking for clearance at the inside. Keep Rockin' is rumbling 3 wide. They straighten away for the stretch drive. JK First Lady takes the lead. Soho Burning Love can do no more. Outside, Keep Rockin' is moving up. She's got fresh legs. Mock and open between. From far back, Snobby Town. Keep Rockin' takes the lead. She kicks away. She wins the Betsy Ross.
There was plenty of action early on when the gate folded, and it was Keep Rockin' A who benefited from the hot fractions set up front. When the outer flow developed, she was 3rd over up the backside, 3 wide around the last turn, and she was able to pace by the field, finishing in 150 and 1. She was driven by Brian Sears and trained by Nifty Norman. Snobby Town came from far back to finish 2nd. Mock and Hope was 3rd. Heather caught up with Nifty Norman, who trains a 5-year-old daughter of Rock and Roll Heaven. Let's see what he had to say about her performance.
Well, when you get away 7th, you know, you don't really feel that great. But then when the fractions came up, they were fast half and good cover. So I looked at it at the 3/4 and I saw Brian had lots of pace. I thought, geez, we got a shot here. But and she can really close good, can't she? You know, so that was great. It worked out good, but I'm thrilled, yeah.
As we stay at Harrah's Philadelphia for that big Sunday card, we are going to switch gates now. We're going to check out the Maxi Lee for open trotters with a purse of, you guessed it, $100,000. A very talented field, but let's just highlight a couple in here. And we've got number 5, Manchego, the favorite, and she's also presently voted the #1 horse in the country. And number 4 is Forbidden Trade, who is a Hamiltonian winner, having won that prestigious race in 2019.
Guardian Angel Oz, who gets the opening quarter in 27. They make their way towards us for the first time. And Guardian Angel Oz has a 1-length lead. Lindy the Great tracks intently from that pocket spot. Forbidden Trade is 3rd and 3 lengths off the lead. Its Academic continues 4th. Manchego's on a helmet 5th and now will take up 3rd over positioning as Forbidden Trade moves to the outside from 3rd. Its Academic 2nd over. Manchego's 3rd over into the flow now. Amigo Volo takes the low road, moves up the inside 6th into 5th. A length and a half back to Majestic Player, and trailing the field last of all still is Loved by the Masses. 55 and 3 up the back stretch to go. Guardian Angel Oz leads it by a length. On the outside, Forbidden Trade grinds up to the wheel now 2nd. Towards the inside, Lindy the Great 3rd. It's Academic Strong on the McClure helmet 4th. 2nd over 2 lengths off the lead. Amigo Volo is 5th. Manchego's 3rd over now 6th. Still about 4.5 lengths off the lead. Inside, Majestic Player is next. Trailing the field, still Loved by the Masses. 3/4 on the board. 123 and 1. Forbidden Trade is grinding. Guardian Angel Oz is countering. Up on the outside, wide. It's Academic now moves out 3 wide. Right behind that one, Manchego, and she is sent 4 wide. Inside, Lindy the Great awaiting clearance. Outside, Majestic Players 4 wide with cover as they straighten the way for the stretch drive. Forbidden Trade. Here comes Manchego from far back in between rivals. It's Academic outside. It's Manchego inside. Forbidden Trade. Manchego power sweep. Manchego.
The favorite Manchego was able to be backed off the gate to get away 5th. Forbidden Trade started that outer flow going into the 2nd turn. That left the lone mare 3rd over, and when Dexter pulled her 4 wide coming out of that last turn, she powerhoused down the stretch to score in 1:51 and 3. She was driven by the back-to-back Dan Patch Driver of the Year, Dexter Dunn, and trained by the 2020 Dan Patch Trainer of the Year, Nancy Tactor. Lindy the Great weaved through traffic to finish 2nd, and It's Academic was 3rd. Heather was able to catch up with the connections after the race.
I'm so lucky to get to sit behind her, really. You know, she's just amazing, and like I said, you know, you move her over, you know, off Yannick's helmet, top of the stretch, and she just takes off. You know, for a trotter to have speed like that, it's yeah, it's really nice to sit behind.
I thought she was retiring, and here she is winning. You know, she didn't want to be barefoot and pregnant. I really don't blame her. You know, this is a lot more fun for all of us. She's just a great racehorse, and she wasn't ready to be retired. She's not happy being off. She loves her work, and I told Barry, I said, you know what, I don't even think she wants to be a mom because she doesn't like to be around other horses or anything like that. I'm always a little worried about her being a mom, but she just loves to race, so I think this is her happy place.
Of course, all of these races we just showed you have great history here in Philadelphia, going back to the old Brandywine Raceway and old Liberty Bell Park days. But who is Maxi Lee, of course? He was a great trainer and driver in the 70s, and Heather had a chance to catch up with his son, who presented the trophies here last Sunday.
This is so wonderful that there's a race named after your father.
Well, I appreciate them doing that. He was a really big, he loved the sport, and he always tried hard, and he persevered. And so the Pennsylvania Harness Commission, I want to thank him for this.
It's break time here on PA Harness Week, but when we come back, we have Pennsylvania Sire Stakes action. And we talk to driver Montrell Teague and others about the 2015 Harness Horse of the Year, Wiggle It Jiggle It. Don't you go anywhere.
At Mohegan Sun Pocono, the colors shine a little brighter. The meals are just a little tastier, and the slots a little hotter. When you're here with great friends, the good times seem to last a little longer, and you just may feel a little luckier. Best of all, it's all a little closer, so you can shine on anytime you like. Shine on, Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Pennsylvania is sort of the pinnacle of standardbred breeding. The best stallions stand in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania has what I consider to be the premier racing and breeding program in North America. Pennsylvania breds are worth a lot of money compared to other states because of the races they can be in.
Many farms have moved into the state because of our program here.
This is the creme de la creme, where the top horses are being bred and being raised.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week, and let's not waste any time. We're going to get right into Pennsylvania Sire Stakes action from Harrah's, Philadelphia. Again, from that big Sunday, May 30th card. Now, this one is for 3-year-old pacing males, the first of 2 divisions, with a purse of over $76,000. Now, there were just 6 horses in the field originally, but then Perfect Sting, last year's undefeated 2-year-old champ, was scratched sick, leaving number 1, a Bucka Bet Hanover, the heavy favorite, who actually beat Perfect Sting in his most recent effort this year.
With Literal Light Hanover up by 1.25 lengths. Chase H. Hanover is second. A Bucka Bet Hanover is still on a helmet third, and now sheds it 3/8 to go. Here comes a Bucka Bet Hanover now. As up top, Literal Light Hanover will brace for that challenge. Chase H. Hanover is third. Outside, Gamblin' Mo advances with good cover fourth. Red right hand trails the field around the turn. They go. A Bucka Bet Hanover on the outside. outside now takes the lead. Literal Led Hanover could not fend him off. 3/4, 124-2. A buck a bet Hanover's cleared by a length. Gamblin' Mo picks up the chase. Literal Led Hanover drops back right in the face of Chase H. Hanover. Up into third, Red Right Hand. They straighten away. A bucket bet Hanover is opening up now under confident McCarthy handling. A bucket bet Hanover by 3.
Steady Fractions set up front. It was just right before the half before the heavy favorite, a buck a bet Hanover, moved from third to clear to the front and open up on the lead to take the first division of the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes in 151-1. Andrew McCarthy drove the Son of Betting line. He is trained by Tony Alania. Gamblin' Mo followed him off cover to finish second, and it was Red Right Hand who finished third.
And we're going to get right into the second division of those Sire Stakes. Again, for sophomore pacing, colts and geldings, the purse is over $76,000. Now in here, I want you to check out number 6, and that's 1-800, the 3-5 favorite, looking for his third straight win, and number 2, Southwind Gentry. And he is by far the richest in the field with over $600,000 in earnings.
It's Southwind Gentry. Hullabaloo continues to stalk second. Billy Klein starts to drop back. First over push coming down from Luz Perlman. 1-800 picks up that cover, but still 5 to come. Their lengths back the Water Sports team, trailing the field. Exploit to 3/4. Southwind Gentry has been the dominant force. Up by 1. Hullabaloo is second. Up on the outside. Here comes 1-800 driving on third. Luz Perlman got back to the cones fourth. Billy Clyde, after dropping back, trying to kick in again. 3/4, 123-4. 27 third. Top of the stretch. Inside Southwind Gentry, outside 1-800's all out now. Inside Hullabaloo awaits clearance third. They straighten away for the stretch drive. Southwind Gentry responds to Jingra urging.
There was lots of action leaving the gate in the second division of the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes for 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers, but it was Southwind Gentry who proceeded to the front and never looked back. He turned away the favorite 1-800 around the last turn and responded when Yannick pulled the plugs and urged him to go on, scoring in 151. The son of Always Be Mickey was mentioned, driven by Yannick Gingras and trained by trainer Ron Burke. Hullabaloo finished second and Billy Clyde got up for third.
If you're a fan of harness racing, there's no doubt you've heard the name Wiggle It, Jiggle It. Not only was this world champion the 2015 Harness Horse of the Year, but he also was a huge fan favorite. And now he's retired. Jess has more on this superstar standardbred who recently hung up his harness.
Wiggle It, Jiggle It takes the lead away from Artspeak and tries to separate from Dudes the Man. He's out by about 2.
The Triple Millionaire has a resume that speaks for itself. From 66 starts, he visited the winner's circle 39 times. He danced in all the big dances, added trophies to the trophy case, and took Team Teague on an exciting ride.
Wiggle It, Jiggle It, dominant tonight.
He was everything in my family. He got my career jump started, to say the least, and just to come home and celebrate it week after week with Wiggles was icing on the cake.
Not only was he important to the sport of harness racing, he was one special horse to Team Teague. The son of Mr. Wiggles absolutely loved his job as a racehorse and gave it his all week after week.
Wiggle it, jiggle it, coming home, last no words, wiggle it, jiggle it, finish it!
You kind of dream of having a horse like that there. Everybody talks about dream horses. If there was ever one that could classify yourself as a dream horse, it was him. Goodness, you know, the charisma he brought to racing, fun to watch, also to be a part of racing. So no, he was everything to us.
He had the fans like at every track, and they would actually follow it from track to track, which was amazing. And his little dance in after the race, I think everybody was waiting for that. It was great. I mean, just to have your name out there with the greats like Brian Sears and Dave Miller going against them head-to-head week after week, and just being like the underdog every time, just because it's me and Wiggles and a hometown horse.
You know, Heather, he was such a fun horse to watch on the racetrack, and I'm going to miss him so much week after week. He gave us so many thrills, but very happy he's going to enjoy a nice retirement.
Yeah, I know, like the White Fuzzies, the dances in the winner's circle. There was one Wiggle It, Jiggle It, unbelievable horse. You know, we do have to take a break right now, but when we come back, we're going to head to the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono for Sire Stakes action there. And it's trotters taking center stage this time. Oh, we also have the top high stepper, Crystal Fashion, who will be highlighting the racing card at Pocono. More major racing action is on the way. We'll see you on the other side.
In the world of standardbred racing, only one name is synonymous with this kind of success, this kind of history, this kind of greatness, this kind of legacy, and this kind of unparalleled promise for tomorrow. Proud of our past, excited about our future. You know the name, that one name. Hanover, the greatest name in harness racing.
Welcome back to our very first show of the 2021 season of PA Harness Week. I'm Heather Vitale.
And I'm Jess Otten. Let's head west to the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Our race of the week from Pocono is from Saturday, May 29th. It's a race 10. It goes for a purse of $22,500, and it's the open trot. In here, number 1 Crystal Fashion is the 6-5 Bettor's Choice and a former winner of the prestigious Earl Beale Memorial. And the second choice on the odds board is Sirocco Rob with George Napolitano Jr., Pocono's perennial driving champion.
Crystal Fashion going along nicely now to the 3/4 mile marker, which he reaches in 1:25 and 3, 29 even third panel. Soft middle section here, and Crystal Fashion now opens the lead up to 2 over Sirocco Rob on the outside, Milady's Monet on the inside, much further back to Kinda Lucky Lindy in 4th. Top of the stretch, Crystal Fashion, solid advantage now by 3 1/4 lengths.
The favorite Crystal Fashion got away third before brushing to the front right before the half to take the lead, and he benefited off of those steady fractions in the slop. The Double Millionaire showed his class in the open, scoring in 1:53 and 4. He was driven by Jordan Stratton and is trained by Jim Campbell. Sirocco Rob was second, and Melanie Monet finished third.
Now we're going to head right into Sire Stakes action at Pocono, and it's for sophomore trotters. Third of 3 divisions on this evening. It's from May 31st, and the purse is over $50,000. It's race number 10. The favorite is In Range from post 3. But watch out for number 4, Delayed Hanover, in his first seasonal start, coming off a good qualifier. Take it away, announcer Jim Baviglia.
It's still a slight lead for Type A on the outside. Whiskey Blue inching up. They come to 3/4 now in 1:24 and 4, 28 and 4 third panel. And Type A kicks out to a lead of 1 1/4 now as Whiskey Blue fades. But Delayed Hanover is a threat. He steps to the outside, and it's a garden trip for Johan Palima at the pylons. Top of the stretch, Type A facing down, Delayed Hanover on the outside, Johan Palima on the inside. Johan Palima and Delayed Hanover, the stablemates going at it. It's Delayed Hanover, Johan Palima at the line, a photo finish.
The complexion of the race changed a bit when the favorite In Range made a break, missing the gate, and it was Type A who was persistent to get to the front, but he had to work for it through a 27 and 4 first quarter. That left Delayed Hanover in the pocket for the middle half, and it was the Sponstead's trainees that battled it out right to the wire, resulting in a photo finish, and Delayed Hanover came out on top. He is trained and driven by Aki Sponstead, and they finished the mile in 1:53. Johan Palima was second, and Type A finished third.
Staying at Pocono on May 31st for race 6, we've got the first of 3 divisions with a purse of close to $50,000, as we saw the 1-2 favorite Jujubee get a perfect trip to win in 1:54 and 4 with the driving services of Tony Hall for trainer Greg Wright Jr. Second was Capstone, who did the work on the front, and showing up for the show spot was Caffaldor.
Now let's take a look at the second of 3 divisions from last Monday at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. It is race 8 with a purse of almost $50,000. It was a dazzling 2021 debut for Captain Corey after winning 5 of 7 in his 2-year-old campaign. The son of Goo Goo Gaga opened up his 3-year-old season with a flashy win in the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes for 3-year-old Colt and Gelding trotters in 1:53 and 4 by 10 lengths. He is trained and driven by Aki Sponstead. La Pantino finished second, and 50 Ways got up for third.
It's morning. We know that you guys don't want to think just yet, but guess what? It's trivia time, and Jess has a good one for us.
Keeping it on the theme from the big day on Sunday from Harrah's, Philadelphia, we want to know if you remember the first winner of the 2008 Betsy Ross. And hey, you get extra points if you remember the driver as well.
I might know this answer, or at least part of it anyway, but guess what? During the break, I'll think about it. We want you guys to think about it. Of course, we'll have the answer, and we'll tell you how you get free PPs. Don't go away. We'll be back in a flash.
At Mohegan Sun Pocono, the colors shine a little brighter. The meals are just a little tastier, and the slots a little hotter. When you're here with great friends, the good times seem to last a little longer, and you just may feel a little luckier. Best of all, it's all a little closer, so you can shine on anytime you like. Shine on, Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. We're so glad you're with us. Now, before the break, just wanted you to use your noggin a little bit.
What horse won the first edition of the Betsy Ross in 2008? And we're going to give you extra bonus points if you remember the driver. Well, it was Southwind Tempo, of course, and she was driven by Hall of Famer John Campbell.
And just like that, it is magic. We are going back to 2008, that first season from Harris, Philadelphia, to watch that beautiful mare Southwind Tempo with driver John Campbell.
3/16 to go for Southwind Tempo. Illusionist is out there, 3 wide. Widest of all is Life of Luxury. My Little Dragon is digging in, but Southwind Tempo kicks clear by 2 at the head of the stretch. Darlin's Delight is coming back for more at the inside. My Little Dragon, Illusionist far outside Life of Luxury, but it's Southwind Tempo. Yes!
What a great race that was, and performance by Southwind Tempo. And man, Heather, I really miss watching John Campbell out on the racetrack.
You've seen a lot of great racing on today's show, but we want to give you the deets on when you can come to the track. We're going to kick it off with the hours and days from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. Live racing is Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday with a post time of 12:30 p.m. Then on Sunday, the post time's 5 p.m. Harris, Philadelphia, the live racing schedule is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, post time 12:25 p.m. And then our Sunday post time is 12:40 p.m.
And if you're looking to wager on those races for Harris, Philadelphia, the site is pabets.tvg.com. And for the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono, the website is ibetmohegan.com. And of course, we offer free program pages at phha.org. Right at the top of the homepage, you can't miss it.
So what's trending? Duh, we are, because it's our first show of the season. Now, if you want to find us on social media, go to Facebook. We're at Harness Week. Twitter, we're at PA Harness Week. And of course, we've got a great YouTube channel with lots of videos. The first show is in the bag, Jess. How do you feel?
Great, and I'm so excited to be joining you for this season of PA Harness Week. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun this season, Heather.
I do too. Love having you. Love having you guys. We'll see you back here next week for more harness racing action.